There are mysteries not found in ancient scrolls, not whispered through legends, and not preserved by historians. Some secrets dwell in a realm untouched by time, hidden beneath the vast, crushing weight of the ocean, where sunlight fades into eternal darkness. It is there, in this silent abyss, that the most haunting questions wait patiently to be uncovered. Off the wind-swept southwestern coast of Japan, where roaring currents slam relentlessly against ancient cliffs, lies a place lost to maps and time. Known as Yonaguni, it appears at first to be nothing more than an unremarkable stretch of sea, wild, remote, untamed. But beneath its restless surface, something extraordinary slumbers, something that has eluded understanding for centuries. Beneath these turbulent waters lies something astonishing. A titanic stone formation with long, symmetrical terraces, razor-sharp edges, and monolithic rectangular blocks that seem too precise to be natural. Its scale is breathtaking. The geometry is unsettling. It is as if an ancient hand, guided by knowledge long forgotten, carved this structure with purpose and skill. But who created such a thing? And more importantly, how? The blocks seem to defy randomness. The cuts are clean, deliberate. This is not chaos beneath the sea. It is structure. It is purpose. Questions echo through the silence. Who carved these stairs, these lines, these perfect shapes, and left them to sleep beneath the waves? Yonaguni was not uncovered by researchers or explorers, but by chance. Discovered in 1986 by a diving instructor looking for new attractions for tourists. He expected coral reefs or schools of fish. What he found instead was a sleeping giant of stone, draped in algae and mystery, resting silently beneath the sea. Since then, Yonaguni has stirred decades of debate. Nearly 40 years later, it remains one of the ocean's greatest enigmas. Over 150 meters long and rising almost 25 meters from the seafloor, its vast scale alone is awe-inspiring. Composed of stacked rectangular blocks and tiered platforms, it resembles the entrance to a forgotten temple, one swallowed whole by the sea. Everyone who has dived there describes the same eerie sensation, as though they're entering a sacred realm, untouched by time. The silence is overwhelming. The water is thick with memory. Each stone seems to watch, to wait, to guard something long buried. It doesn't feel like ruins. It feels like a presence. Some Japanese researchers believe Yonaguni is the remnant of an ancient temple built by a civilization that once thrived and was later swallowed by earthquakes or rising seas. They point to altar-like formations, broad ritual staircases, and carvings that resemble sacred symbols. The logic is compelling. The evidence feels ceremonial. Even the way the stones are cut raises questions. Some edges are smooth and straight, as if sliced with precision tools. Some weathered sections differ in erosion, hinting at human intervention. It's too refined, too intentional. Nature may be powerful, but could it truly create something so measured, so architectural? Yet, skeptics remain. They argue Yonaguni is nothing more than sandstone, naturally fractured over time by tectonic forces and ocean currents. Nature, they say, can create symmetry. It can mimic design. To them, the mystery isn't in the stones, but in our minds. But could nature truly shape an entire staircase system, complete with aligned axes and layered geometry beneath the sea? The precision seems to challenge randomness itself. Everything follows a pattern. Everything feels placed, as if someone mapped this monument long before the sea claimed it. A more daring theory claims that Yonaguni is not just a ruin. but a remnant of a prehistoric civilization that once possessed advanced knowledge of architecture, astronomy, and perhaps even philosophy. A culture erased not by ignorance, but by cataclysm. Some have even named it the Atlantis of Asia. The comparison isn't just poetic. To believers, the resemblance to legendary lost cities is uncanny. This isn't just stone, it's a memory set in stone. One researcher even noted its design resembles Inca architecture from South America. Precision-cut blocks, stepped platforms, and linear patterns. How could two civilizations, oceans apart, create such similar structures? Is there a hidden link, or something else entirely? And then there are the ancient stories. In the myths of Okinawa, there are tales of a stone city beneath the sea, a place once inhabited by gods before it vanished in fire and water. Myth, or the fading memory of a true catastrophe? Yet what makes Yonaguni truly mysterious is not just its shape, but what's missing. There are no ancient texts, no relics, no bones, no tools, nothing to anchor it to a specific time, culture, or people. Just stone and the silence of the sea. It is as if it was meant to be forgotten, and yet refuses to disappear. Yonaguni endures, a colossal riddle resting beneath the waves. It doesn't crumble, it doesn't explain. It simply remains, like a defiant monument to forgotten knowledge. The sea hasn't erased it. Time hasn't claimed it. It's a challenge, cast in stone. Could this be a gift left behind by a civilization that vanished long ago? Something too massive to hide, yet too silent to speak. Yonaguni offers no answers, only the unyielding presence of carved stone in a place no human was meant to build. Perhaps it is not Yonaguni that's mysterious, but us. Perhaps we have yet to accept that history may have chapters lost in the depths, not written in books, but carved in silence. Yonaguni asks not to be understood, but remembered. In the end, Yonaguni is more than a structure. It's a whisper from the past, echoing through cold salt water and coral silence. It doesn't need to speak loudly. It already has the world leaning in, listening. Yonaguni stirs something deep in the human spirit, a longing to know what came before and what was lost. Its silence speaks louder than words. In every submerged step, there is a question. In every shadow, a possibility. We are drawn not just by curiosity, but by a sense that this place matters. Scientists, historians, divers, dreamers, they all come to Yonaguni hoping to find answers. Yet none return with certainty, only more questions. Yonaguni doesn't reveal, it reflects. Like a mirror held up to the unknown chapters of our world, it stands, unmoving, unyielding. Through storms and shifting tides, empires have risen and fallen above it, and yet Yonaguni remains, untouched beneath the waves. Not just a relic, but a witness. If we listen closely, not with ears, but with imagination, we may begin to hear what Yonaguni is trying to tell us. Not in words, but in shape, silence, and presence. It doesn't offer facts, it offers wonder. In the end, Yonaguni is not just stone beneath the sea. It is a question carved in silence.